Just recently I had the awesome opportunity to step back and objectively look at what God is doing with the Way Christian Ministries, especially with our multimedia projects. You know, about 5 years ago, God spoke to me and He gave me a vision for what He called the 21st Century Cathedral. It was a 5-phase project which I believe was going to take 5 years, which means in that time scale that we should now be concluding what God spoke to me. And you know, when I looked at what we were doing, we are there coming into phase 5. It's absolutely amazing. It's an idea that I had to involve whole communities. In fact, what I thought was a big project way back 5 years ago has turned out to be much larger than I could ever have imagined. It involves us being able to communicate in every level of communication that we can to get the word out to Christians in the hope of them becoming true disciples of Jesus Christ. It started with making DVDs, then it became interactive DVDs that would work with sub-menus that take you into all kinds of interesting nooks and crannies, and then it became broadcasting through broadband and social networking sites. Now we've found that we're beaming throughout the whole world on satellites, and we're absolutely amazed at that God is now using the Way Christian Ministries on United Christian Broadcasters in Europe, and that's a European platform that bounces the signal into all the world, so millions of people can get an idea of what we're doing through our ministry. Also, UCB Radio has started to broadcast our audio teaching as well, and that's fantastic. Now, coming up at the end of this year, the first 2 weeks of December 2009, I'm hoping to be in India, in 5 states, including Andhra Pradesh and around Andhra Pradesh. The work there has grown really quickly under the apostolic oversight of our apostle, Vinny Lazarus Kumar. And he's built up a strong team and a network of pastors. He's very clever technologically, and he's been able to put a fantastic Telugu dub of the Foundations course together that's now reaching many thousands of people in India. Telugu is the second most spoken language in the whole of India. When I go there, I'm hoping to be able to raise enough funds to install the technology that's required for virtual conferencing. That will mean that I can do what I'm doing right now, but I can broadcast it into India from here in Scotland. And if that works, then we can simultaneously broadcast into any country where the Way Christian Ministries is represented. That's an awesome idea, and it's something I believe that God wants us to do. So, to begin with, we're going to try to set up broadband connections in our Training for Life centres in India, where there is currently no broadband connection. And I think I've tapped into the technological hardware that we need to do that, but we need to purchase it or even have those companies sponsor us to take that technology out there. Once it's up and running, we can use that as a showcase for all the other countries which are mostly third world and don't have good access to broadband in especially the rural areas. Once that's done, hopefully we'll be able to show them how to record programs which they can then film and broadcast from their own Training for Life centres into their own countries and even into other countries, setting up a cross-pollination of networks that will be able to feed people who are hungry for the Word of God. Christians who have made a decision to follow Jesus but need to be discipled into the full revelation of who they have become in doing that. You can help us. You can help us by sending the funding that we need, and the address is on your screen now. Or you can go into our website and click on the donations tab, thewaycm.com. The details are on your screen. Maybe you can't come to India with me, but you can be part of what we're doing in India and around the world if you feel the prompting of the Lord to give into this work. It will bring us into phase 5 of the 21st century cathedral vision that God gave us, where we're going to be able to network the world on a multimedia platform. Now, one of the ways that we're going to do this is through the Way Christian Ministries television platform. To find out more about our television platform, go into the address on your screen now, and that'll take you to the Way CM TV. The Way CM TV will be the medium that we use to broadcast our virtual conferences, and also it will be the access point for people to be able to watch videos on demand and watch live broadcasts at predetermined times. Hopefully we'll be able to work alongside translations simultaneously, at least with subtitles, so that those who receive our teaching or want to receive our teaching can receive it in their own language, or at least read it in their own language. This is exciting. It's something that you really should pray about getting involved with. It's something that God will honour. We're casting out a big net, not just through the internet, but now through multimedia satellite broadcasting opportunities and ultimately terrestrial broadcasting opportunities. If you're feeling excited as you listen to what I'm saying, please get involved. Send me an email, I'll tell you more. Get into our website, thewaycm.com, you'll find out more. Get into your pockets and your purses, send us some money, get partnered with us, and we'll make sure that you know what's going on as it happens. Get involved with the Way Christian Ministries. It's good fertile soil, and you will reap a harvest, and you will see many lives come to know Jesus Christ as their Lord and their Saviour, as they move into the fullness of Christian discipleship in their lives. God bless you.